Welcome back, guys. I am here with my review of Friday Night Smackdown. I know I did a lot of shows tonight or this morning, but I have a lot of shows this weekend I want to do, so I'm trying to get as much stuff done as I can. I thought this was a pretty good Smackdown. Had some good matches, had some great promos. There was a lot of stuff I liked, so I'm going to get right to it. This is SmackDown March 16th, 2012, and Christian comes out making his big return. He's doing a peep show segment, and John Laurinaitis and Otunga come out. He says it's an honor to have them on the show, and his next guest has no honor. Then we have Teddy Long and Oksana come out. He asks the general managers to convince him to join their teams, and he tells Teddy to go first. Teddy doesn't really say anything, so Christian says that Teddy should take advantage of this opportunity because whatever team he's on will win. Christian says he should get what he deserves, and that is one more title match. Teddy says he won't beg Christian to be on his team, and Teddy says that once he wins at WrestleMania, anyone who wants a title shot has to earn it. Laurinaitis says that if Christian joins Team Laurinaitis, he guarantees him a title shot. Christian says he won't fail like Teddy always does, so Christian joins Team Laurinaitis. Laurinaitis holds up a Christian t-shirt. Teddy tries to book Christian in a match tonight, but Laurinaitis says he's not medically cleared, and he looks after the talent. So Teddy books David Otunga against the newest member of Team Teddy, and it's Kofi Kingston. Kofi and Santino come down to the ring. Otunga is in his street clothes, so it's Otunga versus Kofi. Laurinaitis is on commentary. He says Christian was cleared medically, but he has an ingrown toenail. They start to make fun of Teddy on commentary. I thought this was good. Entertaining stuff here. Kofi goes for a boom drop, but Christian trips him, so Teddy tells the ref, and the ref kicks Christian out. Laurinaitis gets in Teddy's face, and the ref is distracted, so Otunga takes his belt off, but Santino gets on the apron and grabs the belt. Otunga turns around and punches Santino, and then he gets hit with the Trouble in Paradise. Kofi Kingston gets the win. I actually liked this match. I thought this was pretty good, and it was entertaining. Daniel Bryan backstage is in front of the Divas locker room. AJ comes out. She says the dress doesn't fit right, and he says it looked better on the mannequin. He says that she needs to look the part for them to be the new power couple in WWE, like Macho Man and Elizabeth, Triple H and Stephanie. He says he's a champion and she needs to be a champion too, so if she wins the next match, it could lead to a Divas title shot, and he's going to be out there with her. So we have AJ with Daniel Bryan versus Nikki Bella. Daniel Bryan's coaching her from ringside the whole time. The Bellas try to switch places with Twin Magic, but Daniel Bryan shows the referee. He stops it, and AJ gets the win with a roll-up. I thought this was good. They recap the John Cena Rock concert from Monday. Then they advertise John Cena versus Henry on Raw. Back when Mark Henry was a big monster heel, he was destroying everyone. He was beating Randy Orton clean on pay-per-views. I might have been interested in seeing this. Now that John Cena is being pushed like crazy to wrestle for WrestleMania, and Mark Henry has done nothing lately, which really sucks because I really like Mark Henry. Who cares about this match? Who cares to see this? Just John Cena's going to win. This is not a drawing point or a selling point on Raw for me. I can't even believe they're advertising it this much like it matters. So Matt Striker backstage is talking to Cody, says he's been mocking the Big Show lately, and Cody says that Big Show is the most dominant giant the rest of the year, but he's a choke artist at Mania, and if you want to know how I'll beat a giant, just watch the next match. Striker says he's going against the Great Khali next. We have the Great Khali versus Cody Rhodes. The best thing about the Great Khali is his entrance music. Cody Rhodes wins with a disaster kick. This was actually an okay match. It's about as good as you could expect it to be. I thought it was alright. Randy Orton comes out. He says, "My name is Randy Orton." Ugh. Shit. He usually doesn't take out or come out to talk about his problems. He would rather hunt them down, but lately he feels he's being hunted by Kane. He wants to know why Kane chose him. He's not John Cena. He embraces hate, and hate embraces him. He calls it morbid curiosity or whatever, his words, but he's calling out Kane. Kane comes out. He asks if living in the unknown makes Randy Orton uncomfortable. Kane says, as it's obvious that he's forgotten about this, even though it's something I obsess over. And he shows a clip from last summer's street fight with Kane losing the match to Randy Orton but shaking his hand afterwards. Kane says he watches it every day. The person who shook his hand is gone, and he's been replaced by the monster he always should have been. The WWE isn't big enough for the both of them. And he won't be complete until he destroys Randy Orton. Orton tells him to come to the ring and finish what he started. Kane starts to, but he stops, and he says slaughtering him right now won't do, and he wants it to be at WrestleMania. That's exactly how he says it. This was shit, and no one cares. Drew McIntyre comes out. Teddy appears on the Titantron and says that he signed a one-year deal with John Laurinaitis last week. Teddy says he's happy because it gives him a chance to put him in a wrestling match with this man. The Big Show comes out. Drew McIntyre has these ridiculous braids in his hair for some reason. It looks horrible. During the match, Drew goes for the double arm DDT, but Big Show hits a spear on him. Then he hits a chokeslam on him, and then he hits the WMD on him. The referee tries to wake up Drew, but he's out. So the referee rings the bell, and then it shows Cody Rhodes watching the match from backstage. Then we get Mark Henry versus Yoshitatsu. For some reason, the commentators are talking about John Cena being the most controversial man in WWE history. Seriously? Do you even hear this shit you guys say every week? I noticed that at one part in this match, Mark Henry slams Yoshitatsu, and he slaps the poor guy in the face. Then he wins with the world's strongest slam. Oh my god, who was going to win this match? So then we have Chris Jericho versus Sheamus. They're setting up a match between the two number one contenders at Mania for the titles. Jericho comes out first. He says before I destroy Sheamus, he wants to address the comments he made about CM Punk. He says he won't apologize, and you can't go over the line when it's the truth. Punk's a fraud and the product of an alcoholic father and broken home. He tries to hide who he really is, but Jericho knows who he is, and that he stayed up at night crying about his father when he was a kid. And when he unleashes a pipe bomb, he wishes he could say those things to his parents and family. Every time he hears the fans chant CM Punk, he wishes the demons in his head would go away. He wishes he was the best in the world, but he's not. He just pretends. He's a Jericho wannabe. He will prove he's the best by beating Sheamus tonight and Punk at Mania. At the Mania after party, he's going to pour himself a stiff cocktail, and he's going to toast Punk and his pathetic father. He tells the crowd to chant CM Punk for one of the last times, and Jericho chants CM Drunk, and then he says pipe bomb, and he drops the mic. This was amazing. So then Sheamus comes out and we have the match. Daniel Bryan and AJ come down to watch at ringside. One spot, Jericho gets Sheamus up in the walls of Jericho. Sheamus powers out and gets the ropes. It looked like they got what they were going for because Jericho kind of falls off and he's still trying to hold his legs. But I thought this spot looked messed up and it looked really bad on TV. Sheamus tosses Jericho towards Daniel Bryan and AJ, but they get out of the way in time. Then Jericho tosses Sheamus over the top ropes, and Daniel Bryan hits a running drop kick onto Sheamus' face. Sheamus gets counted out. I think this may have been one of Sheamus' first losses in a long time. I can't remember him losing since maybe a little before the Royal Rumble. But after he was the Royal Rumble winner, I think he's won pretty much every match. Sheamus chases Daniel Bryan away, and then Sheamus goes back in the ring and hits a bro kick on Chris Jericho. So that was this week's SmackDown. Like I said, I thought it was an okay show. The main event was good. Cody Rhodes versus Khali was surprisingly good. The Daniel Bryan AJ stuff, the Jericho promo, Kofi Kingston versus Otunga was good. So I thought overall this was a pretty good show this week. Much better. And I'm looking forward to more SmackDowns to build to Mania. I think they got a lot of great stuff they can work with Daniel Bryan and Sheamus. So I'm hoping for good things. So I hope you guys like this review, and thanks for watching. Bye.